Hi guys, welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. I'm Emma, I hope you're doing well. Today, I wanted to talk about Outer Banks and what's going on with it, or what apparently happened. I'm not really sure. I just know right now, everyone's talking about it again because season 4 is coming out this fall. Apparently, first 5 episodes are in October. The last 5 are in November. They're doing that stupid thing Netflix likes to do now since Stranger Things did it, which breaking it up into 2 parts. I don't know if it's actually happening though with that that way. I know it's coming out in the fall. I don't think Netflix officially confirmed if it's in 2 parts, or they did. I just didn't see it. I just saw fans talk about it. So people are talking about the show again, even though, to be fair, they never really stopped because it is one of the most popular shows on Netflix right now and in this new generation. And so people talk about it all the time. But recently, because we're entering season 4 era and people are getting excited for specific things, it's our first season, well, maybe, I actually don't even know, but of Giara as a couple, or at least it's supposed to be. We'll see if they fuck it up. Honestly, at this point, because of everything that's going on, I think they might have fucked it up, and I'm concerned. And also just because I've missed them. I know it's only been a year, but I've missed them. I want them to come back. And they've started doing promo for it, kind of. Or Netflix released this thing for the show that was JJ's opening a surf shop, and they were doing a commercial for it. And so they posted that, and people started talking about how in the picture at the end, or a picture someone posted of them doing it, how Rudy, for people who don't know, Rudy plays JJ, he was off to the side and everyone was kind of together, and he was kind of on his own, off to the side on his own, and everyone started talking about how unprofessional he is and all that. And personally, I don't keep up with Rudy, so I don't really know what is going on. I keep up with some of the cast, mainly the girls, sometimes Chase, not really. I just like his girlfriend Kelsey, so I kind of keep up with him, but I don't know if there are other things he's done to make him unprofessional. I think it's just the fact that everyone hates his girlfriend. I'm pretty sure majority of the fandom hates his girlfriend. I never really had an opinion on her. I never really paid attention to them. I honestly keep forgetting he's in a relationship until it gets brought up again from the fandom. I know people don't like her because apparently she said some racist things in the past and some other things that aren't great. I only know about the racist thing. People say, because I did see something about that. People are saying she said some homophobic things in the past, all this stuff, which, yeah, no, I don't like her either, but, I never liked her in the first place because I never, paid attention to her and, cared about the relationship, but, people hate her because of that. But then also, people think she got in the way of Madison and Rudy's friendship because everyone after season 1 was shipping them. Here's my thing. Unless, they actually confirm their relationship as, a couple, in real life, don't ship real people. Okay? You just shouldn't do that unless, they're actually together. Because, I personally did not ship Rudy and Madison. I shipped Kiara and JJ since season 1, because I watched it when it came out, back in 2020, and I started shipping them I've been shipping them since the beginning. So, I shipped them. I didn't ship the actors. I just think that's fucked up to do, unless they're actually together. And so, I've witnessed the downfall of them, which has been fun as hell. But, oh my gosh. But, people think, she got in the way with them, or of their friendship, because for people who weren't there at the beginning, they were best friends. They were they would post together. Even in an interview, Madison said Rudy's my bestie, he's the first person I would call. And at the beginning, when fans started throwing the JJ and Kiara thing out there, they were kind of into it. And they were like, maybe, you know, like, yeah, like, let's go. Like, they were kind of intrigued by it. And so I was like, okay, like, yeah, like, let's not ship them, but if they want JJ and Kiara together, like, yeah, let's make it happen. And I've also heard recently, I literally found this out yesterday when I was reading, like, this big-ass thread that somebody posted on Twitter of, like, what happened with Madison and Rudy. Like, shout out to them. Even though I knew about quite a bit of it, shout out to them for coming in handy, because I've been going through that, like, every few hours when they upload something new. But apparently Elaine, who's Rudy's girlfriend, she was a director's assistant. Or at least that's what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's true. I mean, it might be. Because, like I said, I don't pay attention. Or at least I think I said, I don't pay attention to Rudy. I don't really keep up with him. I follow him. I don't keep up with him. And so, in his relationship. So maybe she is, and I just, like, didn't know. Because I literally forget they're dating half the time. Because, like, I literally do not care. And so, like, maybe she did. And, like, so, like, she's involved. And people think that, like, not only did, like, the internet ruin their friendship, yeah, I 100% agree, like, the internet shipping them kind of fucked it up. And I feel like that's why they stopped posting as much. I honestly think in season 2, and, like, during that era, they were close friends, but just offline. And, like, they just didn't really show it because of y'all motherfuckers who like to ship people in real life that are just friends. So, I think that, like, might have been going on. I honestly think they stayed friends. But, like, after season 2 and, like, when they were doing press for that, you could tell something was different. You could. And people blame it on Elaine, of course, because I don't think it was just, like, the internet. Especially with what happened last year, which, honestly, I don't even think we know what happened last year, at least I don't. I just know, it's like, before the strike started with the actors, like, before the actors, like, strike started, like, back in June, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was, like, I think, like, June 2023, Madison unfollowed Elaine. Elaine unfollowed Madison and Madison's girlfriend, Mariah. Rudy unfollowed Mariah. Mariah unfollowed Elaine and Rudy. So, like, when that happened, everyone was talking about it on Twitter, of course. Like, they're like, oh my gosh, like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? And, like, it's not like one of them broke up and they're out of, like, a French, like, being a good friend, they're unfollowing. Because I know a lot of people do that. It was not that, because they're both still in relationships. Like, Mariah and Madison are still together. Rudy and Elaine are still together. Like, of my knowledge, Elaine and Rudy are still together. I know Madison and Mariah are, because Mariah, like, posted her, I'm pretty sure today. I saw it on Instagram. But I assume Rudy and Elaine are still together. Just because I feel like Twitter would be, like, having a fucking field day. I feel like there would be huge ass celebration in the fandom if that happened, and I would be hearing about it. But they unfollowed each other while they were filming. Like, literally, like, we saw them on set the day that they unfollowed each other, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And everyone was blaming Elaine. People are blaming Mariah as well. I don't know anything about, like, the Mariah situation, if, like, Mariah has beef with any of them. The only reason I follow, like, Mariah and, like, somewhat keep up with her is because of Madison, because I think they're really cute, and I personally like them together. If, like, Mariah's done anything, feel free to let me know. Like, please, like, because then that will be out the door. But, like, Mariah's always not always on set. Elaine's always kind of on set, especially because she was a director's assistant. I don't know if she still is, but I know she did, like, photography for season 3. Maybe season 2. So if she wasn't at that point, she was on set all the time. And Mariah was too. And, like, it makes sense to bring, like, your significant other on set. Like, I get that. Like, people do it all the time. But, like, I feel like they don't like, I feel like Elaine may not like Madison or something. I know they posted together at one point, but then I think, like, maybe the stuff about Elaine came out, like, about her saying racist things, homophobic things, and whatever else she did, and Madison was kind of like, okay, never mind. I don't know. It's confusing me because I want to get to the bottom of this, because it's, like, it's upsetting me, because you can, like, the difference, and, like, you could tell the difference, like, in season 2 press, like, something, like, I feel like that's when it, like, something happened with them, and, like, maybe, like, Elaine and Mariah, like, some kind of beef with them, and then that kind of was, like, when it kind of, like, you know, like, fell down, and, like, they were like, oh, shit, like, this is gonna be a disaster, because season 2 was a season where they kind of were starting to get JJ and Kiara, like, down that road, and, like, get them together. Of course, it didn't happen until season 3, but season 2 was when they kind of started, and, like, that whole thing. Because, of course, season 1, it wasn't planned. They did it because of the fans. The one thing the fans did right was ship JJ and Kiara and, like, push them to get together. Because that was, like, one of my biggest wins in Outer Banks. Like, I'm so happy about that. But, because, you know, like, that's when it started. And I know people, like, always said, and I've thought this too, it's probably weird to watch your significant other, like, play a character when they're, like, kind of going, like, seeing that play out, like, with your significant other and, like, another girl. It's probably weird. Like, I don't think, like, they should have been worried, but it's probably weird. And Elaine, like people said on Twitter, probably acted weird about it, you know, like, I don't fucking know, I'm trying to figure this out, but it's like, people think that she was weird and, like, kind of, like, pushed them away from each other, which could be the case, because, like, something did have to happen with them in season 2, because when they started filming season 2, they were kind of like, okay, I think, but then, like I said, the press, something was kind of off and, like, different than how they were in season 1. Because if you watch the press of them in season 1, they were, like, best friends. They were so cute. They were, like, goofing off together. And then season 2, it was, like, different. And it, like, felt off. And then, of course, season 3 was, like, no. Because when they were filming season 3 and, like, during season 3 era, we got, like, nothing of Rudy and Madison. Like, barely anything. They barely interacted. It was, like, nothing. And, like, we knew something happened because, like I said, Madison said in an interview that Rudy's my bestie and all that. And then, and, like, she's closest to him. And in a live stream, she said, or a fan, like, asked, who are you closest with out of the guys? And she said JD, who plays Pope. And so that's kind of when we're like, okay, yeah, like, something for sure happened behind the scenes. And I don't think it was just the fans. Like, yeah, like, I get why you would think that, but I think if it was just the fans, they would kind of start to, like, just not show their friendship online as much. But, like, something happened. Like, something 100 behind the scenes happened. And it could be, like, they just grew apart, but, like, it very much could be Elaine. Maybe it could be Mariah. Keep me updated, guys, if there's anything I need to know about Mariah. Because, you know, like, I think she's chill, but, like, and I think her and Madison are cute as hell, but, you know, like, I might change my mind after I hear shit. Like, there's that. Like, people are saying, like, Elaine does not like Madison. And, like, they don't get along, which could make complete sense now. But, like, people think Elaine did something, or, like, confronted, like, in season 3 or, like, before, and then that kind of was, like, where it, like, stopped. And, like, that's when everything got weird, and all that shit. Because, like, something, like, I so strongly believe something fucking happened. Like, it wasn't just the fans. It couldn't be. Like, the way everything is now, and, like, how weird Rudy is, like, and how he's, like, never with the cast, and he's, like, always kind of, like, distancing himself from the cast. It's, like, it's weird. And, like, I honestly, okay, here's the thing. It's not just because I love Madison. Because Madison, I adore her, like, literally with my whole heart. And, like, Rudy, I like him just fine. Don't care much for him, though. And it's not because of that. But I honestly think Rudy is part of not part of the issue, the main issue, okay? And I know a lot of people do also agree with that because of his girlfriend and all that. But I think he might be. And, like, he's just, his girlfriend, they kind of was, like, against it and, like, or some shit. Because during season 3 press, what was it? There was, like, an interview that they were talking about JJ and Kiara. And they were like, oh, what do you think? Or, like, is it time for them? And Rudy basically turned it back around and started talking about JJ. Like, he didn't want to talk about JJ and Kiara. He just he said something and just kind of turned it back to JJ and just talking about his character. And was like, no. And then Madison, she was kind of like, she was into it. And she's like, yeah, I would love, like, personally, I like them. Like, you get to see that. And she was kind of excited to talk about it. And you can see it. And then, like the fucking difference between him, like, kind of, like, brushing past it and, like, not seeming enthusiastic. And then Madison being like, oh, yeah, like, I'm, like, here for it. Like, I think they'll be cute. Like, slow burn, like, all that. It's just, like, what the hell? I remember watching that when season 3 press came out, because I was all on it. It's, like, it had been a year. Maybe more. Yeah, it'd been over a year since season 2, so I was desperate for some content. And so I was watching it. And I remember thinking then, like, why did he brush past it? And then, like, Madison's like, oh, yeah. Like, let's go. I thought that was weird. And so, especially because they, like, were one of the main couples of the season. Like, they were basically, like, okay, John B and Sarah are, like, the main, if you want to say, but there are technically 3 now. Giara, Jara, and Cleo and Pope. I don't know the ship name, so that's why I'm not saying it. With Cleo and Pope, I'm ready to see them in season 4. I'm very excited. But, like, because, like, the main ships, you have to talk about them. And, like, show something. And, like, they're the only ones we really didn't get anything of, like, during press. Like, really. Like, they didn't really interact. Not really. They basically did not interact during season 3 press. Like, if you look up, like, Outer Banks season 3 interviews or whatever, like, you watch it, and you can see, like, they barely even look at each other. Like, they do, like, occasionally, but for the most part, they don't fucking acknowledge each other. And, or, like, I think at one point, Madison might have, but, like, Rudy didn't really. And, like, also, Rudy did not show up to some press that everyone was there, and he was just at home. Because, and, like, people were going to be like, oh, maybe he wasn't doing anything. Yeah, or maybe he was doing anything and was busy. He could have been, 100%. But in one of the interviews, he was just chilling at home. Because they fucking called the guy. And, like, when I saw that, I was like, okay, like, maybe he's the issue here. And Rudy people, please do not fucking kill me for this, okay? Like, I'm just saying what I think. Because I saw on Twitter, like, past few days, I was like, isn't that thing came out and everyone's talking about how unprofessional Rudy is. Rudy fans were going in on people, and that's why I was scared to fucking do this, because I don't want to get attacked. Because I'm all about, like, you can say your opinion. Don't send death threats, first of all. Like, you can say you don't like someone or hate someone. Don't send death threats. Don't do that. Don't hate, like, don't go after other people, okay? And also, I'm not saying I hate fucking Rudy. I'm just saying, like, I think he might be the issue here. Because, like, if the shoe fits and, like, what we're seeing, he kind of is. You know? It's, like, because also, like, and, like, when they're posting pictures, Rudy's, like, not really as close with the cast, or he was, but like now we don't really see him with them, but we see like Madison's close with like everyone else, and Rudy kind of is, but we don't see much, you know. It's weird. It's like, it's fucking weird to me. Like, he wasn't at press, like Madison was at literally everything basically. Like, they didn't do press all together at some point. Like, it was the guys, the girls, or like sometimes like they split like some of the guys and the girls together, or they do it all together. And sometimes Rudy was there, but then he also wasn't, and he kind of like was not really, like I said, not really they weren't acknowledging each other and all that. And it's weird to me, especially because also there are pictures of them since season 2, like during season 3 era and all that until now, and they're like never near each other. They're always on like opposite sides of each other. I'm just like, it's like weird. It's weird to me. Like, what? Like, how do you go from that to like this? And that just shows it wasn't just like them stop being, it wasn't because like the fans. I mean, yeah, like a big part of it could have been, but like I said, I feel like if it was because the fans, they would just stop like posting as much together, but they would still be close. This just shows they are not friends, or if they are, not good ones. They're like colleagues at this fucking point. And like everyone talking about how unprofessional like Rudy is, it makes sense because like you see how they are, and like how he always distanced himself from the group because of like everything, and like he's always kind of on the side or like not there. And then you see how Madeline and Chase are together, and they are actual exes. They dated for a year or a little over a year, and they're on like good terms. They acknowledge each other in interviews. They're like friends. They like you see them together like on set. Like when you see like pictures of Madison and Rudy on set, they're always kind of like away from each other if they're not like actually filming scene. But Madeline and Chase, they talk, like they're on good terms. Like Madeline and his girlfriend, like they're not friends, but they follow each other. Like they're nice. Like they're good. Like Rudy needs to be like Madeline, okay? Like I'm sorry, she fucking does. I mean, not she. He fucking does. I forgot what I was talking about for a second. It's like Madeline is so professional. Like honestly, like good for her. And honestly, Chase too. I don't really keep up with Chase. I feel like I might have said that. I just like his girlfriend, so I occasionally keep up with him. But the fact that they can be like that and they're actual exes, and Rudy and Madison can't even, says a lot. It really does. And it's like, that's why, first of all, you shouldn't ship like people in real life. Like I said a couple times, like I don't think that's the full, actually, like the big thing that happened. I think it was Elaine and maybe even Mariah, but that's what started them not posting as much together. And I was worried during season 3 press that same thing was gonna happen with JD and, oh my gosh, what is her name? The girl who plays Cleo. I know her name. It's Clark. It starts with C. Okay, anyways, her. Whatever her name is, because I can't think of it right now. Girl who plays Cleo. They were close. Like, they're really close. They're really good friends, and like they were doing, like, they showed their friendship in interviews, and everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, please, like, do not," because it was reminding them of Madison and Rudy, and everyone was like, "Please, guys, like, let's not, like, we cannot have this happen again." Thankfully, I don't think it really did. Like, I know people did ship them, but it wasn't as much, so they're like, they're fine. And it probably isn't gonna fuck up Cleo and Pope this season. But with everything that's like happened, but mainly what's happened recently with them unfollowing each other, like the Madison and Rudy still follow each other, but I honestly think once the show ends, they probably will unfollow each other, like, because they really aren't friends. But like with everything like that, and Rudy basically maybe sabotaging his fucking character because he's unprofessional and wants to make his girlfriend happy, we might not be getting JJ and Kiara this season. Or a bit, maybe a little bit, but like, it's pissing me off because I was so excited for season 4 to get them actually together, because I've been waiting for 4 fucking years to see them as a couple. And last season we finally got them to kiss. Like, we were good. And now I'm like ready to see them as a couple for a full season. We might not fucking get it because of this. Like, it is just, how do you fuck up this much? Like, literally, who the hell cares? Like, it's a fucking character. It's a show. Like, figure it out and like just put your differences aside for a second and like literally think about yourself and be professional and think about how you are making a show, you are acting. It's not a big deal. Like come on. Just, like, it pisses me off. It's really, like, it really will if like they do fuck it up, because if the show's not ending after this season, JJ's getting killed. Especially after that guy unfollowed him. I don't know who he is, what he has with the show, but because that guy followed him, and apparently he has something to do with the show because everyone's posting about it. Like, the show's either ending or they killed JJ off. And honestly, if they're gonna kill JJ, might as well end the show. Like, I wanted at least one more season, because I know they said 4 or 5 seasons is the way they want to do it. And I want 5. Like, do I want it to drag on long? No, but I want, like, one more season. And I don't think we're gonna get it. I don't. And it really isn't because of what Madeline said about how she's, like, sees it ending and, like, she thinks this is the end. She's ready to move on. It's not, like, that's not the reason, like, I really think it's ending. Because I feel like one more season would be good. It's just because the fact that, like, what's going on with Rudy and the fact that JJ might be dying and everything. It's like, come on. Like, let's not do this. Like, it's gonna piss me off. Like, that's why I'm nervous for season 4. It's like, it's gonna, like, piss me off and everything. And I'm like, I know, like, in a couple of years, because I saw people say this on Twitter, and I 100% agree, in a couple of years, someone's going to go on the podcast, or not the podcast, on a podcast, and air shit out about what the fuck happened on Outer Banks in the drama. And I will be sad. I don't care how old I am. I will be sad listening to that. Because I need someone, once the show ends, I need somebody to go on a podcast and just, like, air shit and, like, say what the hell happened. Because it's so intriguing to me how, like, they were best friends, and now they can't even be near each other. Not just because of the fans, but also because they're girlfriends. Or maybe at least just one. I know Elaine for sure, but, like I said, guys, you gotta, like, let me know about Mariah. Because if she's, like, said stuff or, like, done anything to make, like, you think that it might be her fault as well as Elaine, let me know. Please, because I'm intrigued because I like them, but, like, I won't. It's just, like, I don't know. It's insane to me, and I just need somebody to talk about it. Because, like, all this drama, it's reminding me of, like, back in the day, I don't even know what show, but, like, 2000s TV, or, like, 2010s TV, like, teen TV, because there was always drama on set. There was always some sort of thing, and they're kind of bringing it back, which is good in a way, because, like, publicity-wise, like, you're gonna get, like, more people talking about it, but then it's also not great, because, like, it's, like, they're talking about Rudy not great, like, they're literally, like, saying how unprofessional he is, and I don't think he wants that, and how he's never gonna get hired again. Which, honestly, like, it could be the case. I don't know, like, I personally think he is kind of unprofessional, the fact that he can't be, like, he's, like, always away, and, like, was barely in his thing for the press, like, for the promo, which was literally about his character, so I thought that was really weird. And just the fact that he's, like, not with them, didn't go to interviews, like, didn't do shit like that. I think he is a bit. Like, I don't really think Madison is the issue here. And again, it's not because I love Madison, okay? Like, if I think she was part of the issue, I would say it, but I honestly think it's Rudy. I do. I'm sorry. I do. Just, like, I'm thinking about that, like, that interview right now. Like, I talked about how the way he brushed over it and wanted to get through, like, talking about JJ and Kiara, and basically didn't even say anything about them, just talked about his character. And the way Kiara was like, oh yeah, like, I'm excited, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, that just shows professionalism. And the fact that Madison is literally close with everyone else on set besides him. And Rudy is friends with everyone else, but you don't see him with them as much. Like, Madison, you see her with them. They comment on each other's posts. Like, they're good. It's just, it's weird. Like, I will be sat for season 4 to get answers. But it's still so weird to me, like, this whole thing. It's like the downfall. Especially just witnessing it is insane to me. Like, because with a lot of, like, shows that had this type of drama, it was before my time, and so I read about it later. Because, like, a lot of shows I watch, they have maybe some sort of drama, or at least the ones that I watched, like, live or in real time, like, not, like, older shows. Like, some of them maybe had some drama that I kind of kept up with, but mainly it was, like, a breakup, and, like, that was the only thing, but they're still fine, like, but it was just a breakup. And it's that. But, like, this, it's a lot. It's not just a breakup. Like, there's stuff behind the scenes. Like, everyone's trying to figure out. It's insane to me. And, like, just watching it. It's kind of entertaining, but it's, like, also upsetting because I loved their friendship. And, like, I saw people shipping them back in 2020. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, this isn't good. Like, we need to stop doing this. Like their friendship, because I loved their friendship. Ship JJ and Kiara, but not the actors. Like, so, like, I watched it. Like, I watched, like, everything kind of unfold. And then, like, with the fans going crazy, and then them stop posting, and then, like, them acting weird, stuff about Elaine coming out. And I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why I didn't think about it until now, about, like, how a lot of fans in Outer Banks don't like Rudy anymore. I kind of figured it out, like, a couple months ago when something happened, but for the most part, like, I kind of forgot until, like, I was reading about the stuff recently, like, people talking about it again, because apparently when the stuff about Elaine came out and, like, the screenshots of what she said in the past, he basically tried to, like, brush it out under the rug and, like, hide it, and just posted about her birthday, or, like, posted about something with her right after, and to kind of distract from it, which is so fucked up. Like, be held accountable, okay? Please. Like, I know a lot of Giara fans don't really like him anymore either, because of, like the way he is, and, like, how he's, like, always, like, he doesn't really talk about them. It was that, and also this kind of goes along with he doesn't really talk about them and tries to avoid it, because they won MTV Best Kiss last year, and Madison, like, posted the picture of, like, of JJ and Kiara saying, like, Best Kiss, and she was like, oh my gosh, thank you, like, this is great, like, cool. And Rudy posted about it, but later, because, like, a lot of people were bringing it up, and I think Madison maybe posted later too, but the difference is she actually showed it, like, showed, like, the picture and stuff. He just posted, like, the random rainbow thingy. It was, like, not even saying, like, anything about him and Madison, just thanking the show. Like, it was you and Madison who won, not the whole fucking cast. Like, he basically avoided saying what they won. And, like, this was after they unfollowed each other, I'm pretty sure, because the VMAs, oh my gosh, the MTV Awards were in July or some shit like that. I actually do not know. I just know I'm pretty sure it was after they unfollowed their like Madison unfollowed Elaine and like that whole thing. So like it's probably good that the strike happened so they couldn't go to it, because that would have been weird as hell and that would have been very awkward acceptance speech. But I just like, I get why people don't like him, because like they do that, and maybe he's a nice guy. Like, I don't hate the guy, I just don't really know how to feel about him because of this, and also I just don't keep up with him. I never have. I literally never have. I love JJ, but like I never really kept up with Rudy. I always just kept up with the girls, like Madeline, Madison, occasionally other people. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this, because I literally don't know what the fuck happened. If like anything else comes out, I will do an episode on that. But I just wanted to do this and rant about it because it's insane to me, because it's getting brought back up again, and it's crazy to think about. And like, especially because like I said, I kind of witnessed it all. Like, I've been here since the beginning, so I saw how close like the cast was, and specifically them, and then just see how they are now, which the cast is still pretty close. Like, honestly, it's just Rudy's kind of not involved. So like, I guess in October we will fucking see if he actually no, not October, November, we'll see if he actually dies or not, or at least he's leaving the show. I mean, because can't follow that guy, it's not looking promising. But I think I'm gonna end the episode here because I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry it was a mess. I just wanted to do this, like I said, to rant about it because it's intriguing to me. And again, like I said, if anything else comes out, I'll talk about it. And if you know anything about the situation that I didn't bring up, or like anything I said, let me know, please, because I'm curious about it. I want to know and correct myself. But thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys soon.